Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts.
In this video, we're going to be working with our 2006 Chrysler 300. We're going to show you how to remove and replace your rear window regulator. Our vehicle does not have the anti-pinch technology, which may be different if your vehicle is equipped. If you like this video, please click subscribe. We have a ton more information on this and many other vehicles. And if you need this part for your car, you can follow the link down in the description over to 1aauto.com. Here are the items you'll need for this repair. The 4 plastic push pins on your door. There are 3 on the outside edge here and 1 on the inside edge. All you have to do to remove these is pop the centers in. You can use a screwdriver to do that, and you don't have to knock them all the way through like that. You can just pop them in and use one of your 1A Auto trim tools to get behind it. Pry the clips out. So there are 4 Phillips head screws along the bottom of the door panel, and 1 up in the corner here in that 4. There's a little tab under the door handle that you have to pry down with a trim tool. There's another Phillips head screw in there. And our piece of trim is missing, but you'll normally have to pop down a little trim flap here to access that Phillips head screw. Once you've got everything exposed, you can go ahead and remove all of those with a Phillips head screwdriver. Once you've got all your screws off, you may not even need your trim tool. Pull the panel out and release all the clips, then slide it up and off the door lock. Pop the tab over for the latch rod on your door handle, rotate it out of the way, and slide the latch rod out of the pull. You can then reach the connector for the rear window switch and unplug it, and remove your door panel from the vehicle. Now we'll remove our interior water shield here in the door panel. Now you can see ours has been taken apart before and somebody wasn't very careful with it. It's all cracked up and broken, so there's really only so much I can do now to save it. But this is a perfect example of why you want to go slow and careful, especially with water shields like this. Now what I'm doing is using a razor blade to separate the adhesive because these water shields are so delicate on these cars. All I'm doing is laying it flat against the door on top of the adhesive, just pushing down nice and smooth while pulling out on the water shield. And you can see even then I'm cracking it. This stuff is just really, really fragile. Once all the adhesive is separated, pull your wire harness and your door rod through the weather shield and place it off to the side. Now we're going to plug in our window switch. And roll our window down. Now if your motor or regulator has gone bad and you're replacing them, the regulator has 2 little cables right here. So if your window's not moving, you can cut those cables and move it by hand, but ours still moves. So we're gonna bring it down just until we can access the 10mm bolts through these openings. And then we'll unplug our switch. So we'll take our 10mm socket, ratchet, and extension and loosen up the 2 10mm bolts, securing our window to the regulator. These do not have to come out all the way. Just break them loose. Slide your window all the way up once it's unbolted from the regulator. Use some painter's tape to secure the window all the way up. We'll do that in a couple of places just to make sure our glass is nice and secure while we're working. Now remove the door pull support here. To do that, we'll remove this 10mm bolt at the bottom and loosen the one at the top with our socket and ratchet. Once that top one's loose, you can just slide it up and out. This will give us room to remove our regulator through this opening. Push the red safety tab out of the way and remove the connector on the motor. We'll then loosen these two bolts and remove this one completely to slide our regulator up, turn it, and remove it through the opening in the door. Reinstall the regulator into the door. Line up your 10mm bolts into their slots. And slide the regulator back into place. Reinstall the 10mm bolt on the side that we removed fully, and then tighten all three down with your 10mm socket and ratchet. Reinstall your electrical connector. Remove your tape from the window. I'm reaching into the panel here and holding it up with my right hand. Carefully lower the window back into its slots in the regulator. Make sure you look in there and make sure your glass is right where it needs to be so you don't risk pinching or breaking it. And then tighten down your two 10mm pinch bolts with the socket and ratchet. Slide your door pull stiffener back into the top. The bottom stays outside the panel. Slide it in to hook it down. Reinstall the 10mm screw at the bottom, then tighten both into place. Reinstall your water shield. Be sure that the wire harness and latch rods come through in the appropriate places. It can be a little tricky to line up when it's as damaged as ours is. Hopefully yours came off a little bit nicer. If you need to, you can use a little bit of tape to help keep this in place. Normally the adhesive should stick back together. Reconnect your window switch and your latch. Remember, the rod goes in, clasp snaps over it. Make sure that the lock slides back through the panel in the appropriate place. Line up your panel. Snap the plastic clips back in. Reinstall your 4 plastic push clips. Reinstall the 4 Phillips head screws along the bottom edge of your door panel, the one hidden under the handle and the other one hidden behind your door handle, and you're good to go.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.